is the one right here. I'm gonna try to win this shit. Let me just start off.
It's Friday night.
Wow, bro, he's really changing a lot of shit right now.
And live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. Now, here's Mitchell. Over Gervin. Here's Favors. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just got up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his time.
And it's Gervin missing. And here's Utah. Out to the wing. Back to Ingles. Pass to Favors. Beyond the arc. And Joe Ingles hits from deep. Ingles has got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Utah. Now squaring off Doris in the middle, a couple of very talented big men. Talk about how the center position continues to evolve in this league.
Right, gone are the days where the 5-man is just a defensive player and a rebounder, somebody who is nothing more than a rim protector. Increasingly in today's NBA, Kevin, that position is a skill position, and by that I mean the center can handle the basketball. You can run your offense through the center position, very much the way the Celtics do with Al Horford. And if you can shoot the long-range shot, you can shoot that three-point shot, that much better for your team.
And it's interesting, Doris, the way the big men out, they go out on the perimeter and they're guarding guards. They're defending guards way outside and out of the lane.
Great point, Kev. It works on both ends of the floor.
Now, Ingles. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Out to the right wing. Here's Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Oh, you love to see Favors get high for the slam. What an impressive vertical with that size.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. That's a 2 from Parker. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I'll tell you, you're not going to find a much more confident basketball player. He always believes the points are going to come.
Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
Pass to Rubio. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
What is he,
Well,
dumb?
the defense, no time to react on the Rudy Gobert throwdown.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, obviously, Rudy Gobert sets himself apart on the defensive end. I once had a coach tell me, Rudy Gobert is a defense unto himself. The shot blocking, the shot altering, and one of the best rebounders in the game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 7-point differential. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Indoors with Gobert and his defense. It goes beyond the shot block.
Oh my goodness, Kevin, way beyond the shot blocking. That reach bothers enough shots that even when he doesn't block it, he's a problem.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Pass to Robinson. Here's Ginobili. Defended by Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Crowder. And a wide open shot from Crowder. Moore with the block. Pass to Ginobili. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
For San Antonio, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Fucking
at the line number 2. And the second free throw, good. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I give him a little hope in that.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Here's Gilmore. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Here's Ginobili.
Now, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket. Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Here's Korver. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Near the three-point line, it's Moore. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And so it's Utah with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, they are pounding away on the backboards. Every time that ball goes up, they are ready to go after it.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
And you can't help but notice that Ricky Rubio has grown as a player.
Well, he talked a little bit about losing his mom recently, and he was very close to her, and he said it changed his priorities and perspective on life, and that balance has translated to more effectiveness on the court.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much.
Yeah, right.
Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, T.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. And it's in there. Crowder's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, great job by Crowder to free himself up, an aggressive interior scorer.
Utah leading by 12. Has to Gobert. Right side Crowder. Gervin with the steal. Here's Parker. Lays it up off the glass. Parker's got his second basket.
And Parker just super efficient at shooting from inside the paint with shots like that.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Back to Gervin. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. San Antonio calls timeout. Early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a 2-guard, or even a 3-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about, the strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
Now here's Favors. Great D that time from Duncan. San Antonio trails by 10. Pass to Gilmore. Leonard with the ball. Covered by Rubio. Gets it down to single digits. Leonard's got 5 now.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Another miss by Utah. Here's San Antonio. Here's Gilmore. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Rubio. Got a hand on it. It's tipped. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And the rejection by Favors. Pass to Ingles. It's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Outside Leonard. That's good, and Sir Duncan with the assist. 7 points in the game.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
It's Udo high post. Both teams deciding to change it up. San Antonio calls timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
There's a minute left here in the second. Down low. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Udoh. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a
I
chance
haven't
at the
been
line.
playing. What the
And
fuck?
how about the determination of Bowen defensively? He's active and always efficient with that corner tray ball.
2 shots. First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Utah leading by 4. Here's O'Neal. Good on the triple.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Here's Moore. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. For San Antonio, they've made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And he can't get the first one.
And this is part of the reason they're down. The free throw line has not been kind to them this quarter.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Udoh. Mitchell up top. The 19-foot shot goes back up. Here's Favors. Gilmore grabs the miss. Bowen, good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Utah leads by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pass to Gilmore. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's foul number 2 for him. Ginobili looking around. Here's Bowen. Poke loose. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Here's Mitchell. Poked away. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 4. Pass to Leonard. It's tipped. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
A wide open look here for Ingles.
Okay. Alrighty.
And the shot no good, a bit short. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Well, it might have taken Joe
time
Ingles
now,
a few years to adjust to the NBA, but he looks right at home now. Was playing overseas until he made the NBA jump at age 27. The way he's playing now, it was worth the wait.
San Antonio calls timeout. And for Ingles, he's a player that gives you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's played in a number of leagues and has picked up quite a few tricks along the way. Great passer, can act as that point forward if you need him to, but his shooting from the outside has made him into the strong player that he is. A career 40% shooter from three.
You talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you've functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Gervin. It's good.
Well, it took 4 tries, but they get their first bucket in the second half.
Utah leading by 5. Here's Mitchell. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Gervin. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum. Well, Jay Crowder, a versatile forward to me who fits in so well with this team. He can hit threes. He can match up well on the defensive end. This is a player who has a bigger impact than his stats might indicate.
You know, with Crowder, it's his physicality, Doris, that establishes his presence on the floor.
Right. He is able to match up with rugged offensive players. This guy is strong enough to guard multiple positions, and even if his shot isn't falling, he can make an impact on the floor.
Gobert can't hit.
God damn.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Pass to Ginobili. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 8 points for Manu Ginobili.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Korver, covered by Parker. And Kyle Korver hits from deep.
Back at you. That's payback for the 3 on the other end.
Well, I just like the shot selection in that instance. He wanted to get him back, and he did just that with the 3.
From deep. And Utah, another 3.
Come on, how pretty is the shooting stroke of Kyle Korver? That 3-point shot just so pure.
Korver missing again.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Outside Crowder. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Ginobili. Sinks the triple. Ginobili's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for San Antonio. Here's Crowder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, make no mistake, Kevin. Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
And he's good on the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Shot on the wing. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Korver gets a wide open look. Nailed from 3-point land. Korver's got 9 points here in the second half. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Aldridge taking his time here. Pass to Moore. Stolen by Mitchell. That one, no good.
What you like about Jay Crowder is his passion, the energy he provides on defense, just off the charts.
The third quarter comes to a close. Utah out in front. They lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Pass to Korver. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Korver's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Utah. It's Ginobili on the wing. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Utah leading by 7. Parker with the steal. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. It's stolen by Udoh.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
Outside for Korver. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Korver. Jacks up a 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Parker outside. So Favors will bring it up for Utah. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Back to Mitchell. Takes it from 10. Almost, but it rolls out.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And that one's good. Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Korver way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
Back to Parker. Rebound, Utah.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he's not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Oh, the
San
perfect
Antonio
move,
trails
too.
by 8. And Leonard gets it to go.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
San Antonio calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Yes, sir.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear San Antonio's coach going over the plan during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Korver. Korver missing again.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
Rubio with it. He's picked up by Parker. To the paint. Here's Favors. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And Utah leads by 7.
Well, wonderful execution from Derek Favors. This guy's a bull, and it's really hard to deal with the strength that he brings.
And it's Durbin missing. Pass to Korver. On the wing, Mitchell. Parker with the steal. Nobody near Leonard. Misses the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Gobert. Lock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's a 9-point Utah lead.
Boy, Gobert gets to the rack quickly. How long, how agile from the 5-man on the penetration.
Parker's shot is off.
Let's
go, man.
Cold for a while.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Pass to Gobert. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ginobili touched it last.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
And that one swishes right in.
And that mid-range game of Ginobili, so reliable. He is phenomenal at capitalizing from those spots on the floor.
To the inside. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Here's Neto. In the corner, it's Udo. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that will push the lead to double digits.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Here's Leonard. The rebound by Mitchell Long. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. Stolen by Robinson.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
No, nor am I, Greg. There's no question. They're too far behind. Not their best effort, for sure.
Crowder from outside. Cans it from downtown.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
You know, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And in the...
Three more wins, man. I'm about to OD with Kyrie. champ is back.
It's Friday night
The champ is
and
back.
live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. To the middle, here's Morris. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Settling into the new season now, Doris. Some teams really finding that groove and their rhythm. Talk about what they can do to maintain that. Sometimes it's easier to get there, but then to maintain it becomes the real chore.
Right, and that's where coaching comes into play. Guys trying to pull the right string, play the right notes with their teams. And obviously, one of the most important things you can have on a night-by-night basis is energy, consistent energy on the defensive end. If you stay in the moment, you focus on the next play. I know 82 games can be a grind, Kev, but if you break it down into smaller chunks, it becomes much more manageable.
Good idea. On the wing, Irving. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is where it can get a little personal.
You gotta love seeing this, though, right? Your turn, my turn, they're going at each other.
And again, Boston with the triple.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Pass to Morris. Jacks up a 3. Morris with the rebound.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
To the inside. Horford. The kick out to Tatum. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Irving. Another shot. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Down low. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his second bucket.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely. Whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I'd like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Now, here is Irving. The quick look, no good that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 6 points.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, you know, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The things Kyrie Irving can do with the basketball are just jaw-dropping. Doris, a gifted ball handler.
Well, he will go down as one of the best dribblers to ever play the game. Creative, consistent, quick with every move. He is fun to watch, Kev.
Now, here's Irving. He's got 6. Over Irving. Al Horford with the rebound.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Here's Horford. The kick out to Irving. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brown, good. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Kevin, Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
You can't be impressed by that. And he got 2 points. Like, yay.
And a dunk by Horford.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Deflects the pass. Outside Irving. Pass to Horford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston, going on an absolute rampage. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
Celtics leading by 8. To the left wing. Brown right side. Pass to Tice. Good on the triple. Tice has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Tries a 3. Shot clock reset for the Celtics. Horford gets the bucket.
Boy, that's some big-time muscle on the glass from Horford. He gets great position, uses that big frame to his advantage.
Back to Smart. Out left to the wing. Rozier for 3. Here's Hayward. Rozier with the steal. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. If you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Here's Tice. Misses off the right eye.
Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. You simply got to make that shot.
Guard Terry Rozier, a fantastic spark plug off the bench for this team, Doris.
But the reality to me is Terry Rozier is a good enough player to be a starter in the NBA, but that ability to create instant offense, really special.
Here's Horford, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
Pass to Rozier. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics passing it around. And a wide open look for Irving. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got his third basket of the night right there. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Over in the corner, Rozier. Clock at 6. Brown outside. Boston again missing. Boston trails by 6. Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's rebounded by Tice. Here's Brown. That one doesn't drop. Now Boston takes it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's foul number 2 for him.
I can't sub that in.
And the Celtics making a change here. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
To the inside, Horford. Here's Tatum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oh. And the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now a timeout called by Boston. And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA, he doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes them out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Irving. And stolen by Horford. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be. Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Pulls it from 20, and he hits the jumper for 2. Horford's got 6.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
And stolen by Tatum. Left side, Irving. Shoots from 14. That good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside. Irving's got 19 points.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
And this is really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
And that does it for the first half of play. Celtics lead by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting.
Wow. That was cool.
Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. And so off the tip, it's New York. Ahead, here's Leonard. Yes, that goes in. Leonard's got the first points up on the board here for the Raptors.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Smitty, two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, but 20 years ago, it probably would have played out a little bit differently.
Yeah, totally right. I can remember when you throw the ball, you isolate the bigs on the blocks, Kevin. You wait till they get double teamed. They take up most of the shot clock, and then they kick it out to you at the last minute, and that's where you shot the three. Right now, as you know, we see the game right now where the lane is wide open and it's played at a faster pace.
That one goes in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Outside Anthony. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Gasol. Chandler with the steal. Anthony in the corner. No good on the triple. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. It's a three-point game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Fires from the wing. Good on the jump shot. Anthony's got 5.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now, here is Smith. Out to Anthony. Tries yet again. And he makes that one. He has 7.
And Melo, a skilled shooter, if he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
And a wide open look for Lynn. The 17-footer goes down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominating.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Left side, Leonard. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
And here's Leonard, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony.
Many scouts were surprised by Leonard's quick development, his ability to improve his skills and shot as fast as he did. But the truth is, he was always a very hard worker, dating back to his amateur days.
Pass to Anthony. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
You don't want your best shooter leaving up that shot.
No, not at all. Coach is not going to like that one.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Now, here is Bibby. Novak. It's rebounded by Leonard. And the foul call in Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Knicks lead by 9. .110 left to play here in the first. Trying his luck deep. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to Ibaka. A shot missing. So New York will take it the other way. And now the Knicks on the break. Outside jumper. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka is still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Powell with it. He's guarded by Chandler. Puts the move on. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
Bibby with the bucket.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominating on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Novak. Off target from three-point range. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for New York. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Drills it from outside.
This is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch bigs.
Leonard, no luck.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Knicks now.
Oh, let's go.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Oh my God, we suck.
And Toronto has possession.
Who?
On the wing, Shumpert. Here's the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Well, in the case of Kawhi Leonard, actions definitely, Steve, speak louder than words.
He's one of the most soft-spoken players in the game. Takes a humble, persistent approach to almost everything he does. And the results speak for themselves.
Well, Steve, talk about leadership. Some guys are extremely vocal. Name some guys that prefer to lead by example, that aren't all talk, but watch what I do.
Yeah, I think it comes out, I would say the first in mind, because he's never vocal, is Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, his play, he leads by example. I think Anthony Davis is another guy that stands out for me. I even look at Kevin Durant. I don't see him as a vocal leader, but I think his game and the way he leads his teams by example is one of those guys that can be leaders, but they can be leaders without being extremely vocal.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
Now here's Gasol. Plays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Marc down there on the block.
Out to Smith. Hands it from downtown. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Lynn. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. For New York, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Both shots good from the stripe. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 16. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. He does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Now here's Leonard.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
It's stolen by Stoudemire.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Ooh. That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree. Showing off big-time athleticism, JR is telling us he wants to be in a dunk contest.
Pass to Gasol. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
Down low. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Inside. Here's Anthony. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Pass to Jeffries. Out to Anthony. Offensive rebound. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Over Ibaka. New York, no good that time either.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Off the left rim and out. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And
2 in a row.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Toronto trails by 18. Pass to Leonard. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Lowry. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Can't hit from in close.
He got the space he needed, but just blew the layup. It hurts me to see points lost like that.
And Smitty, for players going from college to the pros, which skills tend to be most immediately transferable?
You know, I think the skills on offense, a lot of times those guys are able to drive the basketball and penetrate. Those are the guys that can transfer easily from college. I think it's hard shooting-wise, being able to shoot the three ball at the college level, because at the NBA level, the line is pushed back. And I think the one skill level that gives a lot of young guys a lot of, gives them a hard time is defensively. I think that's the one skill that's not easily transferred to the NBA.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Toronto calls timeout. After like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
Pass to Siakam. And again, no good by Toronto. The Knicks lead by 17. Stoudemire wide open. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Chandler.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
High post, Stoudemire. Got that one up quick. Stoudemire's got his first bucket in this one.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Now here's Lynn. Bucket is good. Lynn's got 6.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Siakam. Over Stoudemire. Offensive rebound. Siakam misses.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Kept alive. Here is Novak. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. But they recover it. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul.
Nice. Another one. About to take a little quick intermission. Damn, man. 3 in a row. Yup. Let me see how many games I got left. I got one more. Oh, no, I got 2 more games left.